Hi, in this video we talk about the problem Immortal Investor from the contest Code Night. So, in this problem you're given a person is initially having M money and there are N investment opportunities wherein like you give CI money and then you get back PI money, okay, something like that. So, there are N such deals that you can make and each of them can be done only once. What is the final number of final money that you can in total amass at the end of all the investment that you want to do. Okay, so the constraints are at 10 to the power 5, so you need to do it something less than quadratic. So this is quite simple to be thought of that. Okay, why would you invest in something which is giving you less money after you are investing more, right? Like if PI is less than CI, would you ever invest in such an investment? And the answer is no, right? Like who wants to decrease their money? So that being in place, this problem becomes really trivial, because now you just need to make sure that whatever you can invest in and has a better return, you do it, get back the return, and then wait for the next better opportunity. Like you try to invest in the next better opportunity that is available, like some next better CI that you can invest in. So let's have a look at the idea. Okay, so suppose you have a lot of CI PI values. Okay, so C1 P1. Okay, let's call this one, C2 P2. Okay, C3 P3. Let's keep only 3 for now. Okay, so first of all, you can always discard the things that have CI greater than PI. Like there is in fact greater than equal to, because there is no point in investing in any such investment, right? Because you won't get any benefit. Okay, now the only thing that can go wrong in this problem is that, let's say you have some investment opportunity which takes, let's suppose, 4, okay, and it gives you 10, okay, and you initially had, let's suppose, 5 money. This is your initial, okay, and there is another one which takes 8, and then you get 20 out of it. Okay, so initially you cannot directly invest in this one, but you can invest in this one and get 10. So you have 1 left, 4 gets into this, 10 gets out of it, and then this 10 gets added over here, so you get 11. Right now you can invest that 11 in this one, right? So you can invest this one in this one first, so you get 11, and then you can invest that in this one, and then you get out of 11 you can get you will be left with 3 over here, and this will return in 20, so you will get a final total money of 23, right? You will get a 23 money in this case. So let's suppose if these two were just the opportunity, you could have invested in both of them, but by the first if you check it directly at first, you won't be able to like invest in this one, right? So the idea is you try to invest in the smallest such opportunity which you can invest in and has some positive profit, because that's the easiest to invest and you will get some positive profit, right? So that might lead up to new opportunities that you can open up, right? So what you have is, let's say you sort the opportunities. Okay, you sort the opportunities by increasing CI value. So this is greater than this, sorry, this would be, let's remove this one. So this would be C1 is less than C2, C2 is less than C3, so on, right? Like let's sort it in this way. Now let's suppose you have some money M, okay, and you invest, and I'm assuming that these PI values are greater than equal to, is greater than CI, because anyways, or else you will just ignore those value, like they don't even exist. Now you, if you have M money and you can invest in this one, you should invest in that one, because that will give you some positive profit, right? The money will only increase. So if you increase in this one, your chance of being able to invest in a future opportunity increases, right? Because this is something that you can invest in, and once you get the profit, you will be able to invest in this using that profit as well, so you have a better chance in investing future opportunities, right? So this would be possible if you can invest in this one. Let's say you cannot invest in this one, okay, like you cannot invest in this one, So now everything beyond this has a C greater than equal to this, right? Everything has greater than equal to C. So we are not taking equal to, but let's say it's equal to, okay? So everything beyond that is greater than equal to C1. So if you cannot invest in this one, if you don't have sufficient funds for that, you won't be able to even like take any of these, right? Like all these would be like gone. Like in fact, everything beyond that, the first time you see that you have M money and you cannot invest in that, you cannot invest in anything beyond that, right? So this ordering of processing will work, that once you sort the things by their CI values, okay, once you sort it, okay, and you can keep the profit kind of thing, like for every element the profit is kind of pi minus ci, that gets added to your money, right? Because you invest ci and then you get back pi, so you get pi minus ci total profit. So you get this much money, so just sort it by ci values and keep this in a kind of like a second element of the pair or something like that, and just iterate on the elements in that order. And if you can invest, just invest in it and get this profit in and add it to them, because that will increase your opportunity in investing in any further possible deals that you have over here, like C1, C2, like some other C which is larger than current M, but after getting this profit you can invest in that, like this one. Okay, so in this one, once you like, if you sort this, it will be like you invest in this one first and then you invest in this one. So that is possible, right? Because 5 will be able to invest in this one and get this profit out of it, and then you will be able to do this. Okay, so with just this order of processing, you can process the whole of the problem, and this one sort would be needed, and that would take you order and login, and after that it's just simple loop and maintaining the sum. That's it. Okay, so that's the whole idea of this problem. That's all. Thank you.